It is an incredible day. It is the middle of, what is today? It's like December something. Maybe December 11th, I think, Sunday. And it's like 55 degrees out here. And so I'm going to take advantage of this weather. Come out here and do a little playing around on the tractor, of course. I need to, so right here is the fence where the grapes are, right? So besides needing to do a little bit more trimming there, I wanted to make this, just sort of landscape this out a little bit so that this slope isn't so drastic right here, because when I come in with the tractor, it's fine, but I just don't like it to slope up so much right there. So I'm just going to grade that back a little bit. And you can see over here, all these are all the leaves that I put in. And over there are all the wood chips. These are the grapes, all the grape stuff that I've trimmed already. So I want to put a bunch of dirt over the top of this. So I'm going to go for my old compost pile over here and bring some loads of dirt over and just sort of put it across the top of this here. Landscape that out. And if I have time, I'm going to get my landscape rake and pull all these weeds back out of this ditch here. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm sure I'm not going to have that time. I'm always a little bit aggressive on the estimation of what I'm going to get done. And I get done with about half of it, if that. So I've got to go warm it up. Warmed up my truck. My truck hasn't been started for probably a month or two. So I warmed it up, drove it out a little bit, backed it in. Just an incredible day. You know, I took my kid up skiing. I'll throw a couple of clips in at the end here of my kid skiing yesterday. His first time. You know, if the snow would stay up in the mountains and let me run around down here, that would be ideal. So here's the dirt. That's actually compost. It's got all kinds of good stuff in there. It's got a bunch of apple stuff, a bunch of old leaf compost over here, and pine needle. Just all kinds of good organic stuff there. So about right where my head is, or my hand, you can see the shadow where my hand is. I need to level that out just a little bit, going out this direction. All right, that did it. Good enough. Just wanted this area here to be a little lower in general. So I don't do this for just anybody. I'm going to give you a close-up of this compost. This is, it's got little wood chip type stuff in it. It's got leaves in it. Stuff that's been broken down over time for like probably 2 years. So leaves and wood chips and, you know, pear stuff. I mean, just all kinds of different organic materials in here. And this here, so Utah is actually a really good place to grow stuff. Right here where I'm at, it is, it gets a really good sun, and in this soil in particular is great. I mean, you can grow some hellacious tomatoes in this right here. So here's what I'm going to show you now. This is the grapes all cleaned up. Okay. I think they're all cleaned up anyway. I think I did what I was supposed to do. And look over here where they're not cleaned up. So I've got to go through and clean all that up. Not today. That's my pile. What I'll do next year is I will burn all this and dig that back down into the ground. Burn some of it maybe. But if I look at these grapes, these vines here. So here's a vine coming right up here. It splits into two here. I come up here and I just sort of wind it around these wires that are up here. So I have 3 strands of wires up here. Okay. And so there's one coming off of one tree. And actually this is another one on that same tree, so there's really 3. I think I should only have 2 at most branching off of that one vine. But it is a huge vine. I think it's going to be all right. And over here is a separate tree, or a separate grapevine. And it comes over here, and I wind it around. And it breaks into 3 little sections, which I'm going to bring out across these 3 wires. Right, so it grows up over here, comes back over this way, and then I have 3 vines that are going to be going this way from that. We'll see if this is the right way to prune it next year. If I get a bunch of grapes, I'll know I'm doing it right. Otherwise, there's another way to prune it as well, and I just don't know which way to do it. I don't know what kind of grapes these are. These are the sweet kind. They're not extra sweet, they're just good. They have seeds. Kind of red. So that's that.